What is going on, everybody? Calm before the storm here, bringing you another Madden 16 Draft Champions video. In this one, we're going to hop into a solo draft, and then we're going to play the season games. For the season games, I'm just gonna give you some highlights and stuff, and I'll update you on final scores of each one, and then at the very end, I'll go ahead and do the reward pack that we get.
We've just gotten started here.
So, some good defensive players. I'm going to take Charles Johnson, though.
And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there.
But we picked ground and pound and zone defense, which are my two favorites in this game, my two favorite styles. I really want to use Jimmy Smith just because you need a good corner, but it's too hard to pass up Earl Thomas. So defense is looking good already as we move into round number 3. Jordy Nelson, tough to pass him up. I'm hoping for another quarterback at some point in this. So let's go Jordy Nelson. Got to have that good receiver. All right, Steve Smith, Matt Ryan. He's got the good throw deep. Actually, he's got good throwing stats all around. His throwing the run's not good, but I don't do that often. Travis Frederick's got great run block. With our ground and pound, that wouldn't be the worst thing. Let's go with Matt Ryan. I feel like we'll regret that one later, but we shall see.
And these guys are going to get themselves a great player here, whether it's A, B, or...
All right, Niall Davis is more speed than ground and pound, so not really interested there. Will Beatty doesn't have the best run blocking stats, so maybe we will ignore the ground and pound, and maybe we'll just turn into a passing team with Jordy Nelson already and Matt Ryan. So we'll take Beatty. All right, so round 6... 91, 85, and 90 for Mac. 91, 95, 86. So obviously Zach Martin's got the better stats, which just makes sense. Chandler Jones. I haven't touched the defense since the first 2 rounds, but we do have Charles Johnson already. So I'm going to take Zach Martin. He will help out, obviously, on the offensive line. See what we can get next. All right, William Hayes.
Options here.
Not bad. Charles Johnson, I think he's going to have a really good breakout year for the Vikings this year. I'm excited to watch him play. But LeGarrette Blount might be the kind of power back we have been looking for. So I think we're going to take LeGarrette Blount. And he can be good now for our ground and pound running style.
Oh, where do you go there? That's a choice any GM.
All right, Haloti Ngata would be great up the middle to stuff the run. Jarius Byrd, I've used him already. He's pretty good. But we do have Earl Thomas. We don't have any corners yet, so I think I'm going to have to take Brandon Flowers. Not as tough to pass up, but need those corners. And we get another decent defensive tackle option in the next round. KJ Wright, though, pretty good linebacker. Don't need Cliff Averill. So, linebacker or defensive tackle. 42 finesse move on Dan Williams. Let's go with KJ Wright. I haven't picked a linebacker yet, so let's kind of spread the wealth a little bit. And where does I say that we get 3 linebackers? So 2 guys that fit zone. I'm sure either of these 2 guys could play, or either Hightower or Holly could play left outside linebacker. So we don't necessarily have to pick Thomas Davis. 95 tackle. 92 pursuit. 90. I'm gonna take Thomas Davis and put him just in his natural position. I think he's got pretty good zone defense. He did last year. His zone defense style, and he had pretty good zone defense last year, so I'm hoping he's got it again this year. Don't need Joe Flacco.
to come off.
Jonathan Stewart wouldn't be bad, but I'm okay with Blunt. And Victor Cruz, probably going to go with him. Pretty good number 2 receiver. We need a little more help at wideout, so that works there. I think the offense is pretty much set.
Definitely some options with this.
Altron Werner would be a great pickup.
Front.
Get that last corner. Don't need a free safety. And Dontari Poe would be obviously great up the middle. But I think I'm going to go corner. 3 rounds to go. Oh, okay. Evan Mathis is great at run blocking. Not forte. I don't know. I don't find myself needing a great running back to run the ball well. I could make a great linebacker core with Timmons, but I think I'm going to take Mathis and really beef up that offensive line. All right, last round before the Legends round, and not bad. Not interested in Cam Newton. Kendall Wright could be a really good slot receiver for us, but C.J. Anderson also could be a very good running back. But like I said, don't feel the need to have a great running back. I haven't ran into a situation yet where I don't, or where I can't win with kind of a lower end. But let's use Kendall Wright in the slot. Gives us 3 good options to throw to. Oh, okay. John Elway would obviously be great. Hutchinson, see, I would take Hutchinson if I knew that either he or Mathis could play like left tackle or right tackle, which maybe, but don't know if I want to take the risk of having wasting one of those 2 picks on Hutchinson and Mathis. So I might take Terrell Davis. He's going to fit the style really well. Yeah, let's do that. And Blunt can be a good 3rd down back, goal line guy. I mean, Terrell Davis is good enough at that, but he'll need a break every once in a while. And I think if we run the ball enough, we'll need a decent backup running back to fill in when Davis's stamina is down. So that is that. Let's take a look real quick at the lineup. Not bad. I like the receivers. Obviously, like the running back, Matt Ryan. Nice. Good line. We didn't get any tight end options, I don't think. Defensive line could have used a little bit more work. The corners, I'm happy with the two corners we got. Linebackers are good with Wright and Davis, and then obviously free safety we're good. I don't think we had any strong safety options. We got maybe 4 or 5 rounds with free safeties. So, and those are our specialists. I had no control over that, but that's what it looks like. So I'm gonna hop into the first game. I'll show you guys any highlights that happened, and if there were none, I'll just bring you back at the end of the game, show you the final score, and move on to the second one. All right, well, as you can tell, this first game's going really well. Rookie difficulty against a bunch of like low 70 overalls, so it's expected, but obviously not gonna bother showing any highlights because it's really nothing. It's not impressive to be up 21-0 in this game, so I'm just gonna show you the final score, and then we will hop right on into the next game. All right, so the Raiders score a late touchdown to get them 14 points for the game, but I put up 49 on these guys. Take a look at these stats. 4 turnovers for them, 265 rushing yards for me. Terrell Davis was an absolute monster. I know it's rookie difficulty and the computer, and it's not that impressive, but 12 carries, 264 yards, and I believe he had 4 touchdowns. Let me double check here real quick. Yeah, 4 touchdowns. So just imagine Terrell Davis on your fantasy team 1 week, 264, 4 touchdowns. And Todman had a good game for them too. 5 carries, 140 yards, and a touchdown. So, pretty good game there for Davis. Didn't throw the ball much. I don't have anybody on the top. Jordy Nelson, 1 catch for 80 yards. So I threw 1 pass. well, I threw 2 passes, 1 complete. So even for playing rookie difficulty, I feel like I don't think I've ever put up 49. So I felt good to win that one. Terrell Davis is just a maniac. If you are playing draft champions, have the chance to get him, pick him up, run a trap with him, and then just head right into the end zone. So, gonna move on to the next game. We'll see maybe if there's some highlights worth showing in this one. Um, if not, I'll just bring you back for the final score, and if we win, then we will move on to game number 3.